The Waterfall is all washed up. Owner Barry had all the gumption, but no flow when he threw together this clubland nightmare. Although he intended for the place to be a resto-bar, he quickly caved to the late-night party scene. Now, his wife Sonja is putting her foot down. She wants to normalize their hours and go back to their original plan of a restaurant and possibly start a family. To make matters worse, the interior looks like a dormitory rec room, complete with disco lights. Restaurant Makeover is sending executive chef David Adjey.
Oh man, do I hate chicken breast. Oh.
And top designer Jonathan Furlong.
Chandelier, right through the floor.
To save this couple from swimming upstream and to create a sophisticated Martini lounge with an adult menu. The waterfall scene was fun for a while, but it's time to grow up.
Oh, John. Look at this.
It's wrought iron world. This is gonna be tough, man. This is a lot of work. It's a nightmare. I mean, it's amazing that it's existed as it has for the length of time it's been there.
Rising top designer Jonathan Furlong has been designing interiors for an elite list of the who's who all over North America. He's now up for the challenge of applying his trade to those on a design budget.
And it's not a restaurant.
This is all odds and ends. It's crazy. I can't tell if it's a restaurant, a bar, a club, lounge. I don't know what it is.
Chef David Adjey trained at the prestigious Culinary Institute of America and is heading kitchens from New York to California and back to Toronto. He's the visionary behind David Adjey Cuisine and chef for the Hollywood A-list.
I used to drink beer when I was younger, right through that thing. I was drinking ale from the Dusty Horn.
The waterfall looks like a pipe burst. It doesn't look like anything.
It was a danceteria. You know, like disco balls, big-ass DJ booth, tiled floors that are, busted and cracked, and huge speakers. It's the legend of Sleepy Hollow. Look. Cut me head off, Davey. Cut me head off.
I don't understand this. It's the worst I've ever seen. It's not a restaurant. These are people that think that they just come in and open a restaurant and throw together absolute shit, put everything in, and people are gonna come. I'm terrified of the restaurant. I'm probably even more terrified of the kitchen. Let's go. Let's go. I want to see it. Look at this. The front of the house is an absolute write-off. And I go in the back, it's a full-blown kitchen. It's a bank of fridges. It's pretty sad when the only food in this beautiful kitchen is frozen French fries, frozen samosas. It's an actual real kitchen, just no food. I'm a fan of small menus, but this is ridiculous. Everything ends in pizza, pizza, pizza.
Everything ends in a vowel.
There's something wrong here. And look at this, what the hell's this? Oh, God, what is this?
You think we can do a kissing booth out here?
I don't know what the hell this is.
$2. Kiss David Adjey. There's this cutout in the middle of nowhere.
I'm going for $2. Wow.
And we pull it down and boom, there they are. These are the people that own it.
Hey, what are you guys doing at my restaurant?
Hey.
Hey, it's the rude guy from Restaurant Makeover.
You mean the cute guy from Restaurant Makeover? Right. I'm Dave Adjey.
I'm Barry Kane.
Hey, Barry.
And I'm Sonja.
Hey, Sonja. David.
Nice to
Hi,
meet
I'm
you.
Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
Nice to meet you, Barry.
Nice to
Hi,
meet
Sonja.
you.
How are you? So tell us, what is this thing?
This was a takeout that we used for about 2 years, and now we're just doing a club setup inside, which is involved with catering, so we do private parties. There's more condos coming, more of that 25 plus clientele. Those people are moving into the areas, and the area is really developing.
We need to change the concept. We need more food involved and less of the club scene so we can spend more time with each other so he can come home a bit earlier.
And I'm so tired of him working until 4 a.m. We have practically no life.
And Sonja finally admits, I want a restaurant. The only reason she wants a restaurant is to have Barry home. I don't think you should climb through the hole. So we're gonna board up again. We'll meet you at the front. Let's take a look at the restaurant
All
together.
right, no problem.
Okay, Barry, what I need you to do for me is tell me where this place came from, what it's all about, what's up here, is this the sex lounge, and what's going on?
Well, Waterfall was my concept, really, and what we wanted to create was more of a restaurant bar, but then it turned into more of a club setup. We used to do a lot of these parties, more of that nightclub theme to it. And now we want to move into more of a restaurant feel. That waterfall that you see there was my creation, stone by stone.
The Horn of Plenty here?
Yes,
Yes, I believe I've
Actually,
had a
nighttime
few,
it didn't look too bad.
What kind of clientele do you have?
What we do is a private event.
Yeah, it was entirely just about, you know, private venues and, you know, dancing and this kind of thing. So, I mean, this is a complete 100% overhaul. Let's figure out exactly now, guys, what do you want to do with this restaurant?
What we want to do is turn it more into an upscale New York style martini bar and restaurant.
Right, like a resto lounge.
Resto lounge,
Okay,
kind of an
perfect.
atmosphere where what we do is drinks starting at 4 p.m. And they go from Monday to Sunday. And
Right.
literally, so I have one at least day to spend with my family.
He recognizes it as totally out of date, and he's got to get this thing up to sort of the level of where the neighborhood is.
I need to know, when is the most important time to serve? Is it early or is it late? Is it early and late?
The idea is that I think after 4 p.m., so basically what we got is like tapas food, something very sophisticated that's going to
Yeah, but
encourage.
okay, this is where I want to stop you, and don't be offended. I can't tell you how many times I want to punch someone when they tell me what they think should go on the menu. I'm going to think about a food program, and I'm going to give you a food program. I'm going to have something that makes sense. So let's not use specific words like tapas or finger food or anything like that, because I don't know what I'm going to do yet, okay?
What happens if Restaurant Makeover can't do this? What if it's just beyond us?
If we really don't succeed in it, what will happen is that my investor will pull the plug on me and I will lose my job.
Well, we don't want to start any beheadings. We want to make sure that you guys fulfill your dream.
Well, listen, we're going to match you dollar for dollar. We're going to need the full $15,000. There's no question about that. It's going to bring us to a total of 30. We've got to take this space from a nightclub to a restaurant. It's a complete genesis of the space.
It's a tough job, and you know, I don't know whether Barry really gets just exactly how tough it is.
I've been in this business 14 years, so I've learned to have that confidence in certain people that I can depend on. And I feel that I can depend on you guys.
Okay, hold on. Okay, guys, we need to start a family very soon before we get all gray. So please make this happen, make this successful for us.
The faster she stops talking and Barry gives us a check, she can start making some babies.
Let's get the ball rolling.
You won't be sorry, my friend. Babies, babies, babies is the word of the day, and getting this guy home before 4 o'clock in the morning is the key. We're in business. Let's go shopping. Welcome to Restaurant Makeover.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
Oddly enough, from this side of the table, we're gonna make you babies.
They promised me that I'll be able to start a family soon, so that was a good feeling. We'll see now.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
You give me tables, chairs, and a beautiful space, I'll figure out the food.
What color plates are you doing?
Johnny, what are you doing? Talking to me about my plates. Like, don't worry about the color of my plates. It's white, it's always white.
Executive Chef David Adjey and top designer Jonathan Furlong are diving right into the challenge of transforming the Waterfall from dumpy club to a decadent resto lounge. Unfortunately, there's a kitchen with no food and a club space that needs to be flushed away, and they have to do the entire job in just 6 days.
This is the ugliest place I've ever seen. I'm doing them a day with pleasure.
Davey, thank you, brother, for coming over.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Appreciate it, man. This is my first show, you know this. So let's get right into it. Walk in to the left, VIP, okay? Banquet seating all the way around. I wanted to do 2 different types of a waterfall. In the front, I've got this amazing 10-foot lit chandelier that's gonna conceive in like an 8-foot space. It just has this crystal that flows all the way down. So we're cutting a hole in the ceiling, we're cutting a hole in the floor, and we're gonna run this thing straight down the center of the room and have this thing be another waterfall.
So what about the waterfall? Is that gone?
The waterfall's gone.
Oh, thank God.
And then at the back, I got an 8-foot waterfall. Okay, it's about 36 inches wide. It's just got enough water that it gives a presence, but I've got an issue with the area in front of it. I can't, it makes no sense if it's got tables and chairs and all that stuff. It ruins the channel, right? It ruins the walkway to the waterfall.
I know about the sight lines, but this is the restaurant part. This is tables and chairs.
Yeah.
Give me some tables and chairs.
They want the DJ booth, by the way, still there.
You know, if you can make it disappear, that's all right. Like, just make it small, make it disappear, but no more club, no more lounge. This is a restaurant. Get rid of it.
So to define the VIP, which we don't want to say, but we are going to say it, is we're going to have half of a wall that's hanging from the ceiling, and the other half is going to sort of be like this. When we look down the bar, we've got ebony hardwoods. Then we're going to have like this tawny, gorgeous gold cultured stone wrapping around the bar.
This stone is great.
This is where we've got banquet seating, walls, nice silvery, gorgeous brown. Okay.
This is awesome. This is going to showcase the food. It's going to make the food jump off the plate. You give me tables, chairs, and a beautiful space, I'll figure out the food.
What color plates are you doing? So I make this, the grave and egregious error of saying to Dave, so Dave, what color plates are you going to do? And he says,
I use every color under the rainbow as long as it's white. Johnny, what are you doing? Talking to me about my plates. Like, don't worry about the color of my plates. It's white, it's always white.
I want this place to draw people right after work. You know, it's really slick, it's really downstairs, it's New York, it's very, very underground. It's gonna be absolutely beautiful and luxurious.
So we walked in and, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
We're done.
I don't even want to step down.
Come on,
Oh.
What'd you do to my waterfall here?
It's the most fun. Watching people come in a completely destroyed restaurant. Barry, I think, is actually in shock.
Okay, I'm glad that's gone, but oh my God. This is crazy. It was all destroyed, and it really hit us.
She's fumbling to get to these places where nothing is anymore.
Look at the bar over here.
It's gone.
It's destroyed.
Wow.
How are you guys feeling, honestly?
I think we knew that it was about time to have the new start. Astonished?
I want you to remember this. This is the end of the old. Old is over, the old is dead. You know what? Best get them out and get started. You gotta go. There's a lot of work to be done here, as you see. And next time you come back, you're gonna have a restaurant.
I think this is a kind of a punctuation point in his life.
You know what? I still don't know where we gotta take him food-wise.
Yeah.
So I gotta figure that out.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
Okay. Wow.
He keeps changing his mind. I understand that's his first one, but he has to understand that it's 6 days total.
So we raise this. We have the chandelier still goes through the hole. Chandelier right through the floor.
Top designer Jonathan Furlong plans to do his first restaurant makeover in style. He's ripped out everything to do with the old waterfall and has decided to class the place up with golden-hued stone accents and a floor-to-ceiling chandelier.
We've got this amazing 10-foot lit chandelier that's...
Meanwhile, superstar chef David Adjey hasn't even begun to figure out how to make something from nothing with the tiny fast food menu.
Okay, so here we are, first day of construction. I gotta tell you, I'm freaking out. 6 days, kind of tight, but you know what? I'm gonna hope against hope to get Igor to give me a little bit of input. Kind of seems like a guy of few words, but you know what? Let me do my best, okay?
This thing too. See if you need help.
Okay. Wow. I walk in and it's, well, of course it's a nightmare. I've seen nightmares before, but I don't know Igor that well.
Are you stressed out?
6 o'clock in the morning, man. 6 o'clock in the morning, drawing.
He keeps changing his mind. I understand it's his first one, but he has to understand that it's 6 days total.
So we raise this. We have the chandelier still goes through the hole. Chandelier, right through the floor.
He keeps going and on about that piece. Okay, yeah, I want you to realize this gotta go. I can't just make it square. This whole floor needs to be gutted and redone. Just make it simple. I don't know, you're a designer. Come up with something visual that looks like that, but not really a hole in the floor. Once this is up, maybe you'll think of something different.
Fair enough. All right, we'll work on it.
What's up, man?
Hey, David, how you doing? Welcome to my kitchen. And David Adjey, like, everybody knows him as a tough guy. I feel very, very honored for him to be, in our kitchen. Well, the first dish we're gonna do is a chicken sizzler. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. We're gonna marinate it basically in all the spices that you see up there.
So I get a chicken sizzler, whatever the hell that is.
East Indian tandoori masala, just chili flakes, a little bit of olive oil there. As you can see, the tandoori masala is giving it a little color.
The bar, let's talk about the bar.
The bar, cultured stone here, pendant lighting, boom, boom.
How many pendant lights? I don't know if you noticed, but electrician's working on electrical. You know what he's doing? He's taking everything out.
Yeah, well, that's a good start, for sure.
Electrical was already a mess.
They really wanted a DJ booth. I don't want it to look like a DJ booth, but I want an area so that there is a DJ booth there. You're gonna get your DJ booth.
We'll just build the bar.
Yeah, we just
leave that portion empty, and they'll put their equipment and everything in there.
Boom, straight down, and there's your waterfall. The waterfall is obviously the feature of the place, so all we need is really a plug. It's a self-contained unit, so it recycles its own water.
I keep hearing about it, but where is it?
It's coming on Thursday, Friday morning.
So is this your recipe? Is this from your good old days when you used to be in the kitchen, or?
We sit down and we compile what people want in their parties. So some of these dishes have come out of the parties that have been successful, and people have liked the dishes the way we did it, and we just kind of made it into a permanent menu item. Usually for orders, we have about 10 minutes that we do the orders.
They're fast. There's just sort of, all pre-chopped, all pre-ready. Throw them in the pan and get them out, quick. Is this like an entree?
This is more like an appetizer dish. Let's throw a little bit of these baby carrots. Okay, we're just gonna plate it now. Little baby cherry tomatoes. All right, here you go. This is our chicken sizzler here. Give it a shot.
I like Indian food, but man, do I hate chicken breast. Oh. I see these dishes are built for cooking them at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. They're fast.
I really didn't have a big comment about it. I think you realize that this is really just very generic bar food.
Okay. Pretty pedestrian. Listen, no feedback needed, nightclub food.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
Put the pan on the stove. Get the pan hot. Put the oil in the pan, get the oil hot, and then put the food into it.
Why don't you let me do what I'm doing?
No. I'm gonna correct anything that I see that's drastically wrong.
Owner Barry's Chick Sizzler has left executive chef David Adjey cold in the kitchen, and he's starting to realize that the 4 a.m. club crowd may not have been too picky.
But man, do I hate chicken breast. Oh.
On the restaurant side, design star Jonathan Furlong has ambitious plans for the soon-to-be restaurant, but Igor is serving up a reality check. 6 days is not enough time to reinvent the wheel.
I understand it's his first one, but he has to understand that it's 6 days total.
And I need to make that
There's
decision
still a long way to paddle, and time is running
away
out.
from you because I know you.
So what have I been working on all night? I've been trying to figure out just exactly how to terminate this chandelier into the floor. We wanted to do a step up, but it didn't work out just measurements-wise.
This is the framing for the bar. The very skeleton of the future bar. Who are you guys?
We're Jonathan's friends.
So you're doing the countertops?
For the tables.
Hold on, let me get it straight. I got empty space here. And you came here to measure the tabletops.
Yep.
Well, what are you measuring?
The sizes and the distance, so we know how many we need exactly, and the basis for you guys.
You know how the lights have to land on the middle of the table? They have to be right above the table?
Yep.
I have another drawing from him that doesn't match your drawing, your markings on the floor. And if you look around, the electrical's all done. Wrong locations, the plans are changed.
We're waiting the final decision.
Final decision is take the wires out. They're garbage. Put them in the garbage, get another spool out, and let's rewire it.
Okay, the next one we're gonna do is a chicken quesadilla.
Show me what you got.
Okay, I'll teach you how to be a nice guy and how to be a businessman, and you teach me how to cook. In the beginning, you know, we had a little bit of that tension level there between me and him. For the chicken quesadilla, we just really need like half a chicken breast.
Yeah, you don't need to teach me how to make a quesadilla. My chef comes out of me when I get in the kitchen. I just want to have people do it the right way. You're gonna boil it in the pan again?
I'm not gonna boil it, we're gonna cook it.
Okay, then put the pan.
Boiling requires water.
Put the pan on the stove. Put the pan on the stove, get the pan hot, put the oil in the pan, get the oil hot, and then put the food into it.
Okay, why don't you let me do what I'm doing?
No. I'm gonna correct anything that I see that's drastically wrong. And it's not an attack on anybody. I just think you've got to follow some sound cooking principles. Give me a break.
Okay, we're just gonna put a little bit of chili flakes in there and mix of our spices in there. Okay, we got some red peppers here. We got some 3-cheese blend here. Go on top. I need to know what he actually thinks about our food. You know, if he doesn't like it, he has to tell us. This is the chicken quesadilla with mixed green salad.
Oh, you said you got one more dish?
Correct.
Okay, let's see it.
Again, no comment. So that kind of made me concerned about what he's feeling about the food.
On 98?
So it goes here.
Good. He was having a problem with all the electrical.
As a designer, I mean, it is my duty to change my mind, and it is my right to change my mind, and I have to sometimes change it. Once you get into the space, at the end of the game, we want the best result. So as a designer, you have to tweak things.
So now what we got to do is we need situational lights. We need a pendant dropped in the middle of each of the tabletops that you've just created.
2 hours ago, you had a table in there. Now you don't have it.
You know what? I actually like this seating arrangement better because, you know.
What we're going to do is we're going to extend the banquettes by 12 feet. That's going to give Dave more tables. He'll be happy. And Barry, sorry, no dance floor for you, bud.
This has changed on the floor already 3 times.
So the solution is that Leo's going to shift all the lights down, and I'm going to shift the table slightly, and then everything will match. Perfect, perfect, perfect.
The third dish Dave, we're gonna do now is basically a beef nacho supreme. We're just gonna put like one portion basically.
When are people eating around here? People eating?
Usually after 4 p.m. Salt. Some peppers. Put a little bit of that. Now this is just the first layer we've done. I'm just gonna put it in the toaster here.
But you know what? While we're waiting for that, saw your menu. This was one of the hardest menus I had to crack. I see the food here. The food is built for speed, fast and furious. Get it out. You can serve it all night long. I think that the food that we're gonna do, we'll move it a little bit over.
Okay, great, excellent. We're just gonna decorate a little bit there, and a little bit of sour cream in the center. This is the supreme beef nacho from David. No comment, no reaction. So that made me very, very concerned about things.
I gotta see this food because I need to know where you're coming from. And I got a beat on it. You're gonna be a martini bar, you're gonna have a lounge, you're gonna have this beautiful space. We need to have food that's gonna fit in with that, okay?
Great,
So
excellent.
get it cleaned up?
Okay.
I couldn't make up my mind whether it was gonna be dessert, whether it was gonna be buffet, or it was gonna be over the top, you know, appetizer, loungy sort of bites. I don't know.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
Is there any way that we can actually take this and cut it through here, make this square a little bit bigger so that we can see this straight from the street?
You had your square in the ceiling, that's done. Jonathan, no, let's forget about it. This is done, this is prepped, it's already bolted and everything done. Forget about it, okay?
Top designer Jonathan Furlong is getting his first taste of restaurant makeover manners.
You had your square in the ceiling, that's done.
Igor is losing his temper as things keep shifting around the dining
This
room.
is changed on the floor already 3 times.
Meanwhile, the heat is on in the kitchen.
I'll teach you how to be a nice guy.
Executive chef David Adjey can't contain himself and gives Barry a talking to about kitchen ABCs.
Put the pan on the stove, get the pan hot, put the oil in the pan, get the oil hot, and then put the food into it.
After sampling the depressing club food, he can't decide where or how to begin.
Another day of construction, we keep redoing the ceiling, we keep plastering and patching, we keep redoing electrical. We're trying to paint, but it's a mess. What's left is pretty much everything. There's no finishing at all in the restaurant done of any kind so far. It's all just rough ends.
Every chef has one of those places. The place that you can get all the little things that you need to give you the look. I knew I would find something up and down those aisles. There's everything in there. I think I found it. I usually put it on white plates, but this glass, I don't know, Waterfall makes me think of light, loungy feeling. Yeah, I know, Jonathan. I gave you the whole thing about the white canvas and the white plates, but I think this glass is where it's at. And who would have thunk? Me going on glass plates, but they're sexy, they're beautiful, and they're exactly what Waterfall needs.
Now the stone goes in, it's almost done. We got paint on the walls, everything finally being finished, patching and all that. So finishes are going in and restaurants slowly starts looking like it's heading somewhere.
So the chandelier saga is as follows. I'm gonna have it terminate through the floor. Doesn't work, can't do it. Structurally, it doesn't work, we're not gonna have the step up. Then we're doing the box. Igor?
What?
Did you decide whether or not we're still able to build this box around here for this thing? For this termination of the chandelier?
Yeah, wherever. Yeah.
We're gonna have it terminate in a box, okay? And then we're gonna have seating around.
Is there any way that we can actually take this and cut it through here, make this square a little bit bigger so that we can see this straight from the street?
You had your square in the ceiling, that's done. Jonathan, no, let's forget about it. This is done, this is prepped, it's already bolted and everything done. Forget about it, okay? So I guess I had to put my foot down and say, this is it, this is the final design. You're so wasting my time. I'm standing and talking to you, and it's been, you know what, it's been days. If I add all the hours that I've been talking to you here, that will be a couple of days lost, just talking.
Listen, glad to have you back. I want to get you first and foremost. Get your restaurant makeover apron on. Let's get it on, tie it up.
That's an honor on its own. Thank you, sir.
Welcome to Restaurant Makeover. Barry needs this beautiful, one-bite, sexy, yummy, delicious food that he can serve from 4 o'clock right till close. So the first thing I got is, I got pork ribs. I think I'm gonna cut them into little 2 riblets here.
Remember I was trying to figure out how to determine this whole VIP situation. We are gonna drop this wall, right, from here, and we're gonna have a slash of about 1 foot through the VIP so that we can see the twinkling waterfall.
I'm going to have half of this wall is going to hang from the ceiling, and then the other half is going to come up from the floor. This is going to denote the VIP.
Is that doable? Yeah? Amazing. This is my happiest day, honestly, because you know what? I can't tell you how much I had to think and think and think and think.
Your thinking brought us to almost the last day, and look around. There's nothing happening.
So I'm going to poach the ribs, because I want to soften and pull them away from the bone. And I think what we'll do is we'll trick these ribs out a bit. I've got carrots, onion, celery, mirepoix. I've done some ginger, some garlic. If you can throw that right into riblets, we can do the riblets. We can baste them with the sauce. So I thought maybe we could do a kumquat macadamia peanut sauce on top of it. So we can get that as a condiment. We have a couple ingredients, and we got a home run here. You know what? I'm gonna toast my nuts. We'll just use a little bit of oil here. That's just the peanut sauce. instead of doing a whole rack of ribs and having to charge $20, $25, you can take these small riblets and get it in. I would put like $5 or $6. I want people here drinking my signature martinis and nibbling on out of control food. Let's just stand up a bit. Kumquat macadamia riblet. You know what? It's still ribs, still food with your hands, but I think because we made them riblets and small, I think they're a little bit more friendlier when you're in that environment.
That is excellent. Very good. The way he prepared it was excellent, and I think that will be on the menu.
Out of control.
Towards me?
Yeah.
From 2x3?
Yeah.
Igor, are you taking nap?
Can you please, all of you, leave me alone right now? So the walls for VIP area started going up, and we're reinforcing them to the ceiling because they're fancy walls, and they're not just simple walls, they're hanging off the ceiling. I need help, not a joke. Thanks, guys. Hot in there. I'm not gonna do it. It's not worth it. I like his idea. I think it's a great idea. It would look really cool. There's nothing there, nothing supporting it. It's just up in the air with a couple of wires holding it, so I can't do it.
Next on Restaurant Makeover.
I have bigger issues here. We don't have walls built yet. You know how you wanted to have it all open to the doorway, no support?
Right.
I went through the ceiling and I looked at the ceiling and I did try.
Yeah.
I can't have it open at the corners.
Internationally celebrated chef David Adjey has figured out a way to make small food special. He's busy teaching Barry that nibbles can be sophisticated and scrumptious. In the front of the house, top designer Jonathan Furlong is figuring out pretty quickly that no means no.
This is prepped, it's already bolted and everything done. Forget about it, okay?
As he continues to have new inspiration, Igor is fed up with playing catch-up. To make matters worse, the VIP wall that Jonathan had his heart set on is impossible to do. Now, Igor has to break it to him, and they only have 1 day left.
Okay, guys, it's day before reveal. There's tons to do. I got myself into something that I don't know whether I'm getting out of it or not.
A day before reveal, most of the stuff is built but not finished. The bulkhead is up, but half painted, half plastered, half wired. The bar is up, half stained, half built, half trimmed. Electrical is not finished, it's only half.
I wanted to show Barry one of my sort of old-time classic favorites of a barbecue duck salad roll. This is called New York style duck, New York dressed duck.
I saw a takeout container coming into my kitchen.
Perfect. And I don't want to give you dishes with a lot of work. I want to give you dishes that taste great.
Then he explained the process of how to really make that duck, and it's a very long, tedious process.
I got some rice paper rolls. I'm not expecting him to make everything from scratch. There's great stuff out there. Put your heart and soul into one element of the dish, and you know what? You can cheat a little bit and get some of the prepared sauces.
Day before reveal, I think we're looking good, huh? I think we've got a good head start here. We're looking at, this is what I'm talking about when we were talking about the slash going through here. We're gonna have these sitting on there like that. So Igor is up my, you know what, about this cutout.
I have bigger issues here. We don't have walls built yet. You know how you wanted to have it all open to the doorway, no support?
Right.
I went through the ceiling and I looked at the ceiling and I did try.
Yeah.
I can't have it open at the corners.
There's no structure there to support this hanging piece of the wall.
So I have to run support all the way down.
Okay, so
you can keep the niche, you can't just hang off the ceiling.
So what we're gonna end up doing is doing a solid wall, painting it out black, and cutting it out, making this beautiful little sort of Coco Chanel tribute thing with a martini glass and a candle.
See how nice and thin? Mm-hmm. So we have cilantro, green onions, yellow pepper, mango. You get a little bit of this hoisin here.
Right off the steps, you have about 10 feet of a hallway.
Right.
When you walk into the restaurant, you see nothing but the wall.
Igor did suggest that we, because the sight lines in the restaurant are so beautiful, that we move the wall back so that you don't come around a corner and then you see the space.
To me, the sooner I see the restaurant, the better.
Yeah.
So making that big wall a little bit shorter makes more sense.
Okay.
If you don't want to get rid of it, if you desperately need it, you don't have any other ideas to separate VIP only with the wall, then we'll build it, but let's make it shorter. So that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. You know, once I walked in and out of the space enough, moving that wall back, it worked out perfectly.
Kind of sex it up a bit with dyeing the rice paper roll, some saffron, making it yellow. Beautiful. With that saffron, it's a great.
So you're just turning into more of a wrap.
Yeah. We want to lighten this up a bit. Cut like this.
That looks great.
Plum sauce on one side. Barbecue duck roll. But again, I don't want you spending all this time building all these sauces from scratch. There's some great condiments. People aren't going to focus on that. They're going to focus on these fun, beautiful flavors that you have, okay? Let's go.
All right, let's try this. That's great.
It's fun, huh?
Waterfall. Niagara.
Barry,
Yes, sir.
come on over here.
Oh my God, look
I
at
got
that.
lobster for you, okay? We're gonna put them in the pot. I wanted to show you something super sexy. While that's blanching off, so I got a little bit of punch from that radish. Barry seems like the kind of guy that takes a lot of mental notes. You know, next time we're together, you're gonna be cooking this. Remember we had these plums? And I was like, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. My thing is all about rhythm. So if I make a fine julienne, I repeat it over and over and over again. And listen, don't be afraid of the flowers. I got a little bit of black sesame seed. I got this in the market. This is Travis radicchio. I almost want this as you imagine like an edible spoon. So this is how we're gonna present this dish.
That is excellent.
Okay, just take a little bit like that. I just want a little bit of citrus on that.
Mayonnaise.
I'm gonna mix it with my hands. Look at that. But it's all those beautiful colors. You know what I think we should call this one? Our Waterfall lobster salad. And I'll cheers you.
Cheers.
He really wanted me to emphasize on the presentation and not really into more of the prep time.
That is excellent.
And you taste that, the bitterness of that Travis radicchio cutting through the richness of the lobster. Every time I do this, I get inspired to cook myself, okay? So this was really a great outing. Once you go home, see Sonja, have an enjoyable night together, because the next time we're together, you're gonna have a brand new restaurant, and you're gonna be cooking
I'm
the
going to
food.
be cooking.
That's right.
Excellent. He gave me some really excellent ideas. And bring Waterfall from a Waterfall lounge into a Waterfall resto lounge.
Thanks,
You
Dave.
can clean up a bit, that'd be
Excellent.
great.
Good job. Thank
Thanks,
you.
man.
Okay, see you later.
So tomorrow I'm going to be cooking for Sonja, my sister, and all of my close friends. And they want restaurant food, really. So I'm going to be in the kitchen trying to impress these guys because they are my first customers. And if they're not happy, I'm going to be in big trouble.
Next on Restaurant
We've still
Makeover.
got pieces of cultured stone that are going on the wall, the final wall. This is the day of reveal, and the waterfall is not even installed.
Well, let's do it. Ready, Dave? One, two, three.
Oh my God.
It's the day of the reveal, and Barry's nervous. Celebrity chef David Adjey has elevated the Waterfall menu to great heights, but the pressure to recreate his complicated dishes may be too much to handle. Meanwhile, top designer Jonathan Furlong has much bigger fish to fry. With just hours left to the reveal, there's no floor, no seating, and a stone wall that needs to be built. Even worse, the signature Waterfall still hasn't arrived.
So this is complete insanity. I walk in and they're still doing the floor. And we've still got banquettes that are being delivered.
I walked into the back area, you know, and into our storage, and I see a banquette there, which is ripped apart, and we're talking half an hour from the reveal. And I'm thinking, you know, these guys are not done.
We've still got pieces of cultured stone that are going on the wall, the final wall. This is the day of reveal, and the waterfall is not even installed. Oh, it's absolutely nuts.
Why is it not in the middle then?
We've got our banquettes coming in the front door, and these are gonna slide in here. Let's get these things put together, finally. And then we're gonna have our waterfall, which is the center feature. Chandelier finale. It ends in a beautiful vase of fresh cut flowers. After everything that we talked about, it looks best when it's all the way down to the floor.
Well, Jonathan, you know what? When I came over to your place and you had all these colors and swatches and rocks and all this stuff out, I never knew that this was what you were talking about. It's so amazing, drop dead gorgeous.
Well, my friend, I tell you, I don't know where you've been the whole time. I don't know whether you've been doing menu or what you've been doing. But yeah, it's been stressful. It's been absolutely crazy, and I think we got something really nice for them.
I think we go get Barry and Sonja right now.
Let's
man.
do it.
Time is now. Let's do it.
Okay.
Very anxious. I was very, very anxious. So I tried to peek inside, but I didn't.
Let's do it. Ready, Dave? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
I have no words to describe how I felt at that time. It was just amazing.
Oh my God, look at the floor here. Oh my God, look at this. Wow. That is amazing.
I don't believe this.
And look down here, guys. Look at down here.
Oh my God, it's Barry.
Tell me how you feel.
Wow.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What can I say? Johnny, rock solid job. I think I did my job in the kitchen. You know what? Barry and Sonja, they've got themselves a restaurant, and there's a lot of hard work ahead of them, but you know what? I think this is where they wanted to be.
Barry, you've got your resto.
Jonathan, that
Lounge.
looks amazing, my friend. That looks so wicked.
so
Oh my
happy
God,
for
thank
you.
you.
So I think no more 4 o'clock nights for me. And I think Waterfall is going to be a very upscale, very nice place where I can just be there till perhaps maybe till 10 p.m. And I'm home to my family.
Look at the waterfall. Oh my God.
Check out these tables. Look at these tables. Wow.
That waterfall.
Basically beats mine.
And Barry, guess what's under there? That baby is a DJ booth that can act as 4 more seats for your restaurant.
Excellent.
You and I, let's go in the kitchen.
Okay, I keep on looking at the waterfall over there.
I know, I can't stop looking
Very
at
beautiful.
that.
Wow.
Oh my God. It's amazing. Wow. Beautiful job.
The place looks amazing. I think, you know what, this food is gonna shock her and everybody else.
Oh my God.
Look, look, look. That's beautiful.
Little ginger, lime leaf.
Right.
I'm gonna hit some Thai basil in there. Okay, perfect. Throw this in. Oh my God, that smells so good.
That smells amazing.
Yeah, throw those riblets in, huh?
Wow. Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
Put like 3 of those bad boys in.
It looks all nice.
Beautiful. It's the first time Sonja's gonna taste our food, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna grab it, follow me.
Sure.
After the whole remote on the white plate and purple or green or every other color under the rainbow, he brings them out on smoked glass.
This is pork ribs with kumquats and macadamia nuts.
And-
Give it a shot.
Barry, you're telling me that you cooked this.
All right.
This is really good. This better be on the menu.
Very good.
So yeah, cheers, Barry and Sonja. The very good job these guys done with the restaurant makeover.
They really do want to start a new life, they want to start a family, and they want to get on with their lives. And I think, they'll be able to orchestrate that through having a little bit more predictable business, and this thing should do it for them.
I want you to clean up that duck. Remember how we pulled that duck?
Yep.
Here, pull some duck for me, and I'll cut the veg for you, and we'll make those rolls.
Sure. How's that?
That's good? Yeah, just mix it up. You know what? Let's put 2 on for him.
All right. And right here. This was one of my favorite, Dave.
Beautiful. Let's go.
Excellent.
Cheers.
This is delicious.
Very nice.
I will definitely have him at home more often, so I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that.
All right, guys, cheers to the new Waterfall, the Waterfall Martini Resto Lounge. Business is a recipe of things, and you have to have the right recipe. And I think we've created it here with the help of Jonathan, David, Restaurant Makeover, the whole staff. You know what? The place looks beautiful, the food is excellent, and I feel that we'll be all right.
Boom. And then we could have this corner open. Would that be enough support?
You know what would be easier?
As if I went home?
Yeah, and stop interrupting us every 5 minutes. We have to work here. I don't go away.
This is
There's
my home.
reveals tomorrow. Look around. This is actually exercise ground for my troops, so they can exercise every morning before they start drilling and screw.
Stainless steel bamboo harmonica. Yeah.
You ride your horse right inside. Here's the boom. You tie your horse to the boom, and then you walk right to the bar. You actually can jump off the horse right into the bar.